Good? All right, we're gonna start in 3, 2. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is The Undergraduate, a percussion-based podcast. From repertoire to everyday lessons, we are seeking to share our experiences as current students. I'm Shane. I currently attend Lamar University, doing my undergrad there as a music education major. And here with me, I have 2 friends of mine. There's actually a third one as well, but he unfortunately won't be joining us today because he's very sick. But why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Michael. I went to undergrads with Shane at Lamar University, Beaumont, Texas. And now I'm currently at Boston Conservatory for grad school as a marimba major under the direction of Nancy Salzman.
Nice.
And I'm Hope. I did my undergraduate at West Texas A&M University in Canyon, Texas. And I'm currently getting my master's in percussion also at Boston Conservatory. And I'm studying with Nancy, Doug Perkins, Kyle Brightwell, and Sam Solomon.
Nice.
I guess we both are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. We'll get to that later.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, the director of percussion over at Lamar is Dr. Francisco Perez. So, shout out to him. Does anybody want to talk about our missing friend?
Oh, you should talk about David.
Oh yeah, David is my roommate. He did his undergrad at Eastman School of Music. I think it's a pretty good school.
Oh yeah, I think they're familiar.
It's decent, it's okay.
Yeah, and now he's a percussion performance major in Boston Conservatory as well. So
Nice.
But he's currently sick. He was like dying last Sunday, and he said have to perform in a concert, and he was like tried very hard not to cough, but he made it through.
Yeah. So you guys don't know, but we were supposed to film a week ago, but that news got dropped on me, and I was like, oh yeah, probably shouldn't film, but it's still happening, and we just decided to go with the first one without him, unfortunately, but he will be here in the future. Cool. Sweet. So the first topic and the main topic that we had laid out for today was important life skills, music or non-music, that you've learned in undergrad or graduate school. And yeah, we can just like throw that out there, and whatever you guys, if you guys have anything right now, we can discuss it.
This is really important. I didn't really learn this until just a few weeks ago, that sleep is so important. In undergrad, I'd use energy drinks galore. But in sleep, I would just practice, and sometimes sleep is just good. 8 hours, 7 hours is fine too.
Yeah.
But just resting is super important. Just make that time, and you will feel a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, I saw a. I won't disclose the name of who made the video, but they were talking about how it was kind of a formula. I forget the formula, but it was how it was basically how to practice even when you're feeling tired. But it also mentioned like, should you practice now? And when you're tired, it like he calculated that like the effectiveness was actually less when you were tired than just sleeping and getting more efficient practice the next day, which was kind of eye-opening for me too, because I tend to try to practice even when I'm super tired, and sometimes I feel like I just get nothing done, and I've wasted like an hour and a half or 2 hours like in the practice room like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think I think the important part is that you have to have good time management skills in order to get enough rest. That's mean you have to be very efficient throughout the days. Like you have to do homework in a specific time. You have to go to classes, of course, and you have to practice in a very specific time to get your hours. That way, you could actually go home early and get some sleep. And yeah, that's kind of my ideas of this. Just being, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
being
so
efficient.
unnatural. I don't know. How can we make this more natural?
See,
No,
see, now you got it out of the way, guys. This
Yeah, I
is
know.
the. You know what? I'm not editing that out. That was golden. That was golden. This is our first podcast, and we are trying to get the hang of it, but I think it's going great so far. It's
Yeah,
it's good. Michael.
Of course, it's me that kind of break the character.
Did you guys
I
bring
don't
water
know.
bottles?
No, it's kind of great though, because like getting back to the time management thing, like I think Michael plans out his day since I see him every day, bother him every day. I see that he gets everything done, and then he goes home, and then he goes to bed, and I'm getting better at that. But I guess practice what you preach, like
Yeah.
me saying get sleep, like I do practice getting sleep, and you saying work on your time management, you do really work on that. So I guess whatever you want to do, just practice it. Like yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different. There's no best way. Some people works better in the morning, some people works better at night, and you can't say, oh, you have to wake up 6 in the morning to go
Yeah.
practice. That's not going to work for everybody, but you have
Yeah.
to figure out what works best for you and just trying to do that consistently every day to build good habits.
I actually had a question for you guys. So, for me at least, I keep a calendar on my phone, and it gives me alerts every time. Like I have my weeks planned in advance, like anything I need to do. Like I allot practice time, I allot breakfast time, like lunch time, when rehearsals are, etc. And I was just curious, like, for me, I don't know, it's just so hard sometimes for me to actually like follow that. Do you ever like find yourself having trouble like following exactly what you put in your planner or whatever you use?
Because we're a human being, and yeah, things happen. Sometimes Hope will knock on the practice room door. It's like, hey, I'm sad. Can we go to get some boba coffee? That actually happens quite often.
It takes out like an hour and a half of time, honestly, like realistically.
Nice.
We're human beings. It's okay to not be a machine sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just part of it, and it's okay. For me, I never feel it's the end of the world, because I feel like a lot of things is way more important than music. I think, like people that you love and people that you care and other stuff, like that should always be your priority, and your health as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of, when I first started my graduate last semester, I kind of did what you did. I planned it out perfectly. And even lunchtime, nap time. I actually have nap time. Yeah, it's great. They're great. When to when is my free time? When do I practice this piece? When do I practice this piece? And it just turns out it's too hard. I think for me, it turns more into goals. I'm setting goals every day.
Yeah.
Okay, what priority? Okay, this duet, I have to rehearse this in 2 days or 4 days. So that should be on top of my priority. And then Nancy wanted to hear me play slide. So that's also going to be on my priority, because my lesson is in a week. So that kind of become how I plan my practice time around, and how I, like, what I'm thinking walking into a practice room, and how I spare the time. So.
Yeah, I think I'm the opposite. I don't like to. I plan my rehearsals. I plan my practice sessions. That I do plan. It's like, okay, tomorrow at 4 to 6, I'm gonna do this, and I have rehearsal Tuesday and Thursday. Like those things. Yeah, I plan. I have a concert here. I work here. But sometimes I like variety, and sometimes I won't practice at the same building. Sometimes I'll go to a different building that day just because I don't want to be in the same building. Or sometimes I'll wake up a little later, but that means I'm probably going to go to bed a little later the next day. I just like to switch things up. That's just what I like to do, but I do have goals in mind still. Even if I'm like, oh, well, tomorrow I'm probably not going to play this much of Beethoven. I'm probably just going to play, like, Bartok Concerto 4 or something. I still have a goal, like, in mind that then I will do that better. Or I'll get to Beethoven 9 another day. And I think it's fine to also do that, to fluctuate.
Yeah.
I think that it's very cool getting see, like, you two kind of had, like, different opinions on, like, and it's not even opinions, it's just how your body works and how you work as an individual. And I think that's really cool to give perspective on, like, not everyone, because even me sometimes, like, I have friends here who their practice, like, regimen works for them, and sometimes I try it and I'm just like, how come it's not working for me? And it's just all about finding what works best for you. So, like, me personally, I kind of do both of what you guys, like, talked about. Like, I do like to switch things up, but at the same time, like Michael said, I think I also, because I have my senior recital this semester, so I'm kind of planning according to that. And it's more like goal set, I guess, in a sense that, like, okay, especially for, like, a week to week basis, for me, kind of works. Like, this week, like, I'm really gonna, like, dissect hop, and I'm gonna dissect, like, variations on percussion-based, and then, like, the next week I'll be like, okay, like, I did a lot of marimba this past week. This next week I'm gonna set a goal to, like, get these things done in impressions, and then these things done in open end, and that just, I think that also, like, eases my brain. Like, I don't have a bunch every day to, like, think about. I don't know. Yeah, that's what kind of works for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like also, since Michael's a marimba major, like, he does his marimba stuff, and being a percussion major, I, like, would just want to study timpani right now for, like, festival auditions and orchestra auditions. But I also have to remember that I'm a percussion performance major, and I have to prepare marimba. Oh,
That's the cue.
that's the cue.
Oh, did the recording stop?
Camera.
Okay.
So what
Yeah, I'll probably, like, edit.
So yeah, I wish I could just practice timpani all the time. That's, like, what I would like to do. But being a percussion performance major, still I have to play other things and be in ensembles. And Michael, being a marimba major, is just like, he does his thing, marimba. And then I also have to play marimba, and I think preparing that, I have to be efficient with my time, because if I feel like, oh, I want to play timpani, but then it's like, oh, I didn't even get to touch marimba. I think then it's like, okay, I should probably set that goal, like, at least practice marimba. The goal doesn't have to be huge. I feel like a goal can just be that, to just at least touch the marimba for 2 hours a day. Yeah, I feel like.
And I know there's people that, like, just practice one thing at a day. Like,
Michael.
there are certain people that just practice one solo or 1 week or stuff like that. And then there's people that, like, especially, like, the orchestral people, they tend to do, like, an hour of xylophone, 20-minute tambourine, and so it's definitely different, because there are so many areas that you could study in percussion.
Yeah.
So it varies, depends on what your main focus is. Like, if you're an orchestral player, like I said, you're gonna do a lot of different things, and if you're a marimba major, you're gonna maybe focus on the big repertoire that you're working on,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And, or if you're a timpanist,
Yeah, even like score studying is still practicing, in my opinion.
and ear training. So.
Yeah, ear training or technique. That stuff is all, just one package.
Mm-hmm.
Separate goals.
Yeah, for sure.
Awkward silence. Let's go.
Edit. No.
Cut that out. No, yeah, I think no, I think all those things are really impactful for I can't even talk. Impactful for people who are going to be listening to this. Maybe incorporate some of the things that we might do, and those things that we do, whichever they choose, like that might work for them, and it just gives them something new to think about, especially when doing stuff like that, like practicing and all that stuff. So yeah, time management, that was the brief discussion we had, right?
Yeah.
Over time management. So
What
yeah,
about non-music stuff?
yeah.
Well, I guess time management is somewhat. What about stuff that's not related to?
Like going to a boba shop every day.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
basically what we
Non-music.
do.
Drink a lot of coffee. No, I can't count the amount of times I've had coffee.
You drink them for fun though, Shane. You don't drink.
I don't. It's not that I drink them. It's habit, man. It's habit.
I know.
It's habit at
He's
this point.
addicted.
You're addicted.
I am. I gotta cut back. Especially, dude. I'm leaving this summer, so like,
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to have coffee.
That's true.
Wait, they don't have coffee?
For blue coats.
They don't have coffee at Blue Coats?
I mean,
Probably not, right?
maybe. I haven't been there yet.
Oh.
We'll find out.
No, they'll have coffee. It's a Coors and Money have coffee, trust.
Do you have coffee at Blue Nights?
We did, yeah. We had coffee at BK.
Oh, then what are you talking
wow,
about?
what a perfect segue. So, I think all four of us have
Oh,
done.
yeah.
All four of us have done drum corps. And I guess we can talk about it too. Since I guess that's part of a kind of an introduction. But yeah, I marched a couple places. I did Colts in 2017. Did Blue Nights for 2 years after that, and then I'll be doing my age out at Blue Coats, all on quads.
Wow.
Yeah, wow,
Blue Coats.
wow. Okay, you guys, go ahead. Share your flex.
I did Blue Nights in 2014.
Yeah.
That 1 second.
Nice.
And Cadets in 2016. That was a long summer. I think everyone remembers Cadets 2016.
What'd you play?
Vibraphone for
Cool.
Blue Nights and then Marimba for Cadets.
What was
Nice.
the title for that show?
It was stoned, and I loved it. But then they changed it to
They changed it like 4 times.
I don't even know what the show is called. I really don't know. I don't remember.
blame you.
Someone let me know what that is. I don't know.
Yeah, hey, if you know the name of the show,
That's 20.
comment below.
Just let us know.
Michael, where did you?
I only did one summer with the Madison Scouts.
Nice. What year?
2016.
And then our fallen friend, if anybody wants
Yeah.
to.
David did academies at 2017. He was a quad player. Oh, I'm in front ensemble. David is a quad player, but he was injured right. It was right before the season, and then he ends up become backfield conductor.
Yeah.
Man.
So he's still good.
What year was that again?
2017.
Cadets?
Academy.
Academy.
Oh, Academy. Cool. 2017. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I feel like it's funny because Michael and I both ended up at a conservatory, like studying
Nothing
not band
really.
things.
Yeah, like orchestral.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel like people think that drum corps people don't study with Nancy Zeltzman or don't want to be a orchestral timpanist or orchestral
Actually,
percussionist.
we have choir too.
I could go on about
Yeah.
I could go on about talking about that whole like stereotype. It really I hate it. I'm just gonna say it, like I really hate when people think that, you know. And you know, it's very like, I mean, the obvious one that we all know would be Cameron Leach.
Wait,
Like,
what was on camera?
right?
The crickets over
Like
here.
an anti.
Right?
Like, because
I mean, he marched the top group,
Yeah.
You know. and here he is, you know, doing solo work as a percussionist.
So,
you know,
so you're saying Cameron is not the stereotype, or you're saying he's the best?
well,
of this?
I think he definitely, along with a lot of others, like it's not just him. It's just the first one that came to my mind. Like he's like breaking that stereotype
Oh, yeah.
that people
Definitely.
that people, which I can name a few, but I'm not going to name.
Oh, named him. It's
no.
Francisco Perez.
No. I mean, I'm not going to name the people who.
Oh, wait, give us 1 second. Sorry, 10:30. We have to do assignment shit. Hold on.
Oh, wait, what?
We have to reserve practice room time because there's a million of us, unfortunately. And at 10:30, we have to race to sign out rooms. And
So,
it's stressful.
life lesson music related for you people. Stay on top of your practice rooms, especially if you have to sign up for them. Fortunately, Lamar, we kind of have our own like little building,
Oh my god.
so we kind of just practice.
Are you actually keeping this in, Shane?
Yeah, why not?
God damn.
What?
Oh,
It's good content. It's good content.
oh boy.
It's very natural. Don't worry, I'll edit it all out. Huh. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I guess I've never really had to. How is that? Like, I've never really had to deal with signing up for practice rooms.
Well, it actually makes you be consistent with your practice time. Well, at least for me, I'm pretty good with actually showing up in my practice room time. So if you know that was the only, because we only get 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you could get more if you show up early or stay later. But we only get 4 hours during the days, and if you know that's the only amount you're getting, you're actually gonna show up to practice. Versus where like
Definitely.
when I
Yeah.
was at Lamar, there's times where, because there's always practice room open, so you just kind of knew, oh, I could go on
Same.
go get some fancy food and then you get too tired.
You can also just stay at a practice room 24/7 at my school, at least. If you were in there, you could just stay in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna kick you out.
See, and I think that, although that, like, to the ear, I think that sounds nice, that you can practice whenever you want, but I do think, which, I mean, I can't attest to that, per se, because I haven't lived the timed practice room life, I guess, but, to me, it sounds like you would be way more efficient knowing that you have you have only a set amount of time to get things done, and you need to get things done.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean? So I mean, in a
There's
way,
always the temptations.
yeah.
When you have all day and you're just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I could wait a bit.
That happens to me, not all the time. Like, I'm usually pretty good about like staying on track, but I know that sometimes it has happened where I do get,
That always
I
happens.
quote unquote lazy.
And then I would stay up late. I feel like I'd push everything, and then at midnight I'd be like, I can go practice.
And then we came back to the full cycle. We were talking
Yeah,
about time
exactly,
management.
yeah.
That's time management skills. So important.
I always thought it was dumb when people would just like, time management, you do this, do that, and it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. But actually doing it is like, it's kind of satisfying.
Yeah,
Once you do
it
right,
really
you're
is.
oh,
Like,
I get it.
especially like when you actually like there's been a couple days, which I'm not saying I'm like super lazy the rest of the days, but there's been a couple days where I totally like follow my schedule. Like like down to the minute. Like I follow it, and it feels very satisfying knowing that I got everything that I wanted to get done in the day at the times that I wanted myself to get it all done. You just feel like complete, I guess. You know. So I think that's cool, for sure.
Get like good sleep. That you know,
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah, you know? Like you can go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
And be like, wow.
Yeah.
I did everything I needed to do.
It's true. So, is this a good ending point? I don't know. We're new to this.
I don't know. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Any other things we can talk about before?
What about core classes?
Core classes.
God.
Or like English.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Fantastic.
You guys want to? It's up to you.
I think, okay,
I think it's important for
I had a terrible
life lesson.
First semester. I failed a couple of classes.
We all fail classes. Like, let's be real.
But
Wait, really?
Freshman was tough because I was not on top of my game. But
It's
the
hard.
biggest lesson I learned
Mhm.
is that if you just try, if you just give some effort, like you study for the test the night before, you actually turn in all the homework.
Yeah.
Late, but just turn it in.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
Sorry, go ahead.
They will pass you. Like all the core teacher, like they know you're at university for something else, not to take English class.
yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
so they will definitely pass you if you just show up to class and just actually show some effort.
Yeah, and even if you study late at night and you like 30 minutes and then you might get 2 more questions right. Who knows? You might pass with those 2 questions. Like,
Yeah.
just a little effort goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
that's always important.
And
Just do
showing
it.
up to them, just show up.
Yeah.
I skipped so many times. And
Oh my
it
gosh.
doesn't help. It doesn't do anything.
Mhm.
Just show up.
I have a bad habit of doing that sometimes, especially if the class is like right now I'm in a class that is, I mean, to be fair, the professor clearly stated this class is for people who have lives. That was the statement made by the professor. So it was meant to be easy. Like, it's a core class. Like,
Wait,
it's
is this aeroscience?
Wait, what did you say?
Is this aeroscience? Or
Mm.
space science?
Oh, okay. Well,
That sounds
It is?
hard.
you gave
Wait,
it
it
away.
It is.
But
What?
But
but
it's famous. It was so famous for being the easiest class.
but I mean, it's going along with what you said. Like,
Hold on,
if you
1 second, we gotta.
oh. Yeah, so going along with what you said, Michael, like, as long as you do everything, like, they will, like, pass you or, let you move on. I mean, that's essentially what it is. Like, everything in that class it's like online. Like, everything's online, and it's just it's made for you to pass. Like, that's what the
Yeah.
class is for. And it's really nice when a teacher lets you do what you need to do,
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh my gosh, I have an online class thing due tonight.
What is it?
Oh.
It's music technology.
I'm actually taking an online class. Well, so the other class that I just mentioned is not online, but all the homework and stuff is. But I'm actually taking an online class too right now, strictly online. And I don't know. Here's another life lesson.
You can find an answer online. Yeah, I've done that.
I mean, yeah, but whatever. That's not the point. What I'm getting at is, make sure you're keeping up with your online classes and actually follow what is being asked of you to do.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a class, the one I'm taking right now is only a half a semester course, so it's like packed, So you need to make sure that even though you don't feel like it, you have to like study and like do all your stuff for that class. Like, you'll be much less stressed if you do that. So make sure you keep up with them. online classes.
Yeah.
So hope you need to do homework.
I need to do homework.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Good thing we talked
You're
about
also
it.
recording. Are you still recording for the
Yes.
audition?
Okay, look, bad time management. Not really. I had a lot of rehearsals, and sometimes grad life gets crazy, and I work 2 jobs. Anyway, sob story, right? No, but I get to sleep in tomorrow. So
Nice.
I will go a little late tonight, do some homework, practice, record myself, and still get probably 8 hours of sleep, honestly.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Last thing, actually, I have a bad habit. I don't know if you guys do. I have a bad habit of, like, I get everything done. Like, the day's great. I'd get everything done, and I have to do, like, one thing at night, and, you know, I just, like, do you ever just, like, you could finish that one thing way sooner than you actually started, and you just end up going to bed super late because
Yes.
of it. That happens to me all the time.
Yes.
You know, and I guess the life lesson or whatever is just do it. You know, just do what you need to do so you can go to bed early, and make sure you actually go to bed whenever you intend to go to bed.
Yeah.
Sometimes, a lot of the time, actually, I have a bad habit. I just stay on my phone.
Is that usually homework or practicing?
I mean, man, I guess for me, I live off campus because I live close. So for me, I guess I'm maybe the same for you guys. It's mostly for homework, especially when I get back, and then I
Yeah,
just like
those are always
procrastinate.
hard.
You know,
Because I think that the trick I learned is to do my homework before the practice section. Because I always so eager to practice at night.
Mhm.
So I always go to the library at like 4 or 5, and I'll just sit there and make sure I do all my homework,
Mhm.
and then I go get dinner, and then I go practice. Because that way, I know I have to pass that barrier before I could do what I really want to do. So
Mhm.
that's a trick that I learned.
Yeah.
I should
I'm
definitely
still
try that.
learning.
Okay.
There was an assignment due like 2 weeks ago, and the professor was like, I get it if you have things to do in life. You don't have to turn it in. You can turn it in the next week. I'll just dock 10 points. And I was like, that sounds great. Well,
So we just never
week,
did it.
week 3, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
And it's such an easy assignment.
It was
It literally, like, you know, at this point, I'm like, I'm going to do it. But
You said that
it's that
last week.
assignment that you wait, you know, I'm going to do it at night. It's not going to take that much time.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you just don't do it. Like
Yeah.
So, I'll do that too.
Nice.
One day.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Because you have some other things to do.
Because now I still have till next week to do it, thanks to his nice rule.
Well,
Make sure you pass the
I promise I'm not a mess, everybody.
yeah.
so we have anything else, or we think we're good?
Yeah. It's my bedtime.
Yeah, I mean, I got some studying to do. I got a test tomorrow, so
Yeah.
again with the procrastination, but this is important too. Not every day do you get to film a podcast with some friends. So,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
cool. So that I think we're pretty much done. Let's see here.
More awkward silence.
Should we
Yeah,
wave?
more awkward
No.
silence. No. Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this lovely night of February. What day is it? I don't even know.
Oh,
What's the date? The 19th,
Stay. Yeah.
the 19th.
right? Wait, did I
Yeah,
read that
yeah,
right?
it's
Okay,
19th.
February 19th, 2020. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you guys in the future, whenever that may be. We'll get it all sorted out. All right. See you guys later.
So yeah.
Bye.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you so much for checking out The Undergraduate. We're super excited to put out content from the perspective of a student pursuing music, whether that be in their undergrad or their grad. For those of you listening or watching that have any questions for us, you can email us at theundergraduateperk@gmail.com, and I'll put that right here. Thank you again so much for checking it out, and we'll see you next time. Nice.